Hi everyone, my name is Colleen Suhardi from the University of Atmajaya, Yogyakarta, and in this video I will be talking about animal use towards fashion. Now, fashion has become one of the things that we cannot live without. It has become an integral part in our life, whereby a lot of people like to judge each other just based on fashion. But also, there are a lot of people that pour their creativity into fashion, which is why fashion has become one of the biggest platforms out there for us to actually express ourselves and our creativity. And with that, fashion is a multi-billionaire industry whereby a lot of people love to invest a ton of money just to get the most trendy style without thinking about the process of the production or the thought behind the product. Now, one of the biggest but also the most trendiest thing in the fashion industry is actually animal use clothing, whereby there are 40 plus million animals per year that are getting killed just for the sake of fashion. And amongst all those 40 plus million animals, I actually choose top 5 most hunted animals for fashion. And in the first place is actually cow with 30% of percentage because cow has the most flexible skin whereby a lot of fashion designers would love to use it as a many different products into a many different material. And in the second place is actually sheep with 25% because sheep has the softest fur amongst all of those animals in the market right now. And in the next place is actually a toss-up between crocodile and snake with 17.5% each because crocodile and snake has been a very long companion in this fashion industry for a long time ago because they have the same texture. So a lot of huge brands like Gucci and Hermes actually uses crocodiles and snake skin a lot in their products. And in the last place is actually a rabbit with 10% because this may come as a shock to a lot of people, but actually rabbit is an alternative material for many fashion industries if they wanted to create a product with a low cost production. Because in China, they didn't have a strong protection of animals yet. They didn't have a strong law protection of animals yet. And which is why China is the biggest rabbit supplier in the whole world because they didn't have a strong protection yet. So there are a lot of rabbits breeder in China that they would breed their rabbit and they would sell them to the fashion industries. Now you may be wondering, there are a lot of people and a lot of animals that are suffering in this situation. But what has the society done in this situation? Well, actually the society has done a lot of things, a lot of campaigns, and one of them is actually Donakaran Bunny Badger. Well, it is actually a campaign organized by PETA. PETA is actually an association for animals protection. And in this campaign, it is a campaign for a bunny cruelty-free fashion. And the brand ambassador of this campaign is actually Donna Karen. Donna Karen is a fashion designer and the owner of the brand Donna Karen New York. And they built this campaign to be a bunny cruelty-free fashion campaign. And the next campaign is also organized by PETA. It is called I'd Rather Go Naked campaign. It is a campaign that is one of the most legendary campaign ever because it is one of the longest and the biggest running campaign for animal-free clothing, whereby PETA actually collaborated with so many different celebrities and influencers such as Oprah Winfrey and Naomi Campbell. And the next one is Cool versus Cruel competition. It is actually a competition held by the Human Society for students. Now, the objective of this competition is actually to recreate the recent runway look with a vegan material. So the purpose is actually to show the society that in order to have a beautiful and a nice style and a beautiful clothes, you don't have to hurt any animals or any souls in the time being. You just have to have the creativity, then you could have a beautiful clothes. Now, those are the things that the society has done. Now, what can we do? The first one is, of course, we can spread awareness, because now that we have the knowledge of how the animal has suffered, we can contribute that information to other people so that they become more aware. And the second one is of course to persuade the authorities about the law of animal use in fashion, because the authorities and the government are actually the one that holds the integrities of our law, of our state. So basically, of having a strong law protection of animal, we can reduce the number of animal use in clothing. And the next one is actually to develop local industries that promote animal-free garment. So we know that a lot of huge brands like Gucci or Hermes actually dominate the market, and everything that they produce actually becomes trendy, and everyone wanted to try it without thinking that it is harmful for the environment or harmful for the animal or whatever. They just wanted to follow the one that is already trending. So the point is for us to actually start our own trend with a animal free garment. And the next one is of course to wear vegan clothing and to start our own community for animal freedom, because this community actually could really help a lot of people to find their way to actually help those animals, and this community could raise our voice up because we are gathered, and we could make our voice even stronger when we are together. And the next one is of course to support campaign about animal free fashion. Now that is all from my video today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that my video could motivate you to gather some support and empathy for all of those animals out there by taking just a little small action and slowly build it into a very large community and a platform where all of us could convey our help and our support as well. Because animals is actually also a living creature and is one of us, one of the living creature in this earth. Always remember to be nice and to not be fearful to stand for what is right. Just what Rue McClanahan said, cruelty is one fashion statement we can all do without. And that sums up my video today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening and goodbye.